Something smooth yet sinister, coming through to diminish you. And this here's the finisher. Check it out.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy Trey coming back at your screen by means of the World Wide Web. And today for you guys, what we're going to be getting into is the new feature that was added after maintenance, guys. Alright, so we had server maintenance on Wednesday, Thursday. It started Wednesday evening, ended Thursday, July 7th. Alright, so one big thing that this maintenance included was the global exclusive guild feature. Alright, so there is plenty of in-game news here about the guild feature. Alright, you guys can come in and read here if you like. But it basically breaks down quite a bit of stuff as what the guild is able to do. I highly recommend you read it. I'm not going to read every little thing here for you, but I'll just kind of summarize the important stuff. Alright, first of all, if you join the guild, you have access to guild skills. Alright, basically with these guild skills, you have to level up certain stuff in the guild that will increase the amount of Zell Karma and experience that you get after completing a dungeon or a quest or something like that. Okay. Alright, you're also able to use the guild exchange hall, which will grant you access to perhaps some units that you were unable to get in the past. Alright, as well as guild exclusive spheres and stuff like that. Alright, and then of course when you're in the guild, you can message one another via the guild board, talk about stuff that you think may need to be done, maybe overlooked, stuff like that. Pretty good stuff. Okay, so it gives you a couple pictures in the in-game news of what's going on and pretty much how everything works out. Alright, this is the new guild manager, if you will. Her name is Giselle. Pretty nice little NPC there. Alright, maybe she won't be an NPC for too long, huh? Alright, so what we're going to do for you guys is we are going to pop into this new guild feature. Okay, and I'm basically going to pretty much run down everything known about the guild feature right now. Okay, I did not mean to freaking go into quest mode, I know that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go on over to guild here. It's right here next to arena, between Brandle and arena. Alright, so let's pop in here and let's see what's going on, guys. Alright, I have already created a guild. When you initially start a guild, you are only able to have 10 members. Alright, the more you level that guild up, the more members you will be able to allow into your guild, up to I believe a maximum of 50. Alright, so here is the guild layout. Alright, you see my summoner name, my guild level, my guild name, my contribution points, and I'm thinking eventually this will show like our rank. That has not been really added into the guild system yet. That is to come at a later date. You'll see here, you try to click guild ranking, coming soon. You try to click guild events, coming soon. So those two, you can't do absolutely jack monkey squat. Okay, I will go through everything else that you can do here. First of all, one of the more important things is the help box here in the upper right corner. Right, if there is anything you don't understand about how guild works, it will be all up in here. Alright, if you don't feel like reading this, just sit back and relax. I will explain to you everything that is going on in the guild at this time. Alright, so first of all, you have the guild board. So when we go into the guild board, this is where we as a guild can leave messages for one another. Right, we are able to post in here. You can see what's going on. Everybody's farming this, that, and the other. Alright, so that is what's going on the guild board. You can pretty much type up anything that you would like the guild to see or pay attention to or focus on or something like that. You can pop in there and type a quick message and it'll post to all of the other members in the guild who go and check the guild board. Alright, the next thing is the guild hall. Alright, the guild hall is pretty much the base of recruiting and checking on members and stuff like that. Alright, first you have the guild info here. This is the guild insignia. This is the name of the guild and a quick description of the guild. Alright, you can either leave or disband the guild from this screen as well. Only the guild master or the creator of the guild will be able to disband the guild. Okay, no one else is able to do that. And then you have your members, alright? As I stated earlier, you can only start with 10. As you level up the guild, you can get up to, I believe, the maximum is 50, alright? It's going to take a while to reach that, of course. It's going to take a lot of teamwork from everyone else, but you are able to hit 60, alright? So, here's the guild right now. And got everyone in here handling the business, alright? One thing you may not know, for those of you who's already explored this, you are able to, as the guild master, either send a friend request, demote, promote, or dismiss the members of your guild, okay? If you promote someone, you will make them a vice guild master. Basically what that means, the person that you promoted will be able to do everything that you as the guild master can do except disband the guild, alright? That's the only thing he cannot do. He can kick members out, he can add members, he can do all of that, alright? He just cannot disband the guild. That is reserved for the guild master or the creator of the guild only, okay? So, I pretty much think that's it. Oh, one last thing, if you have anyone trying to join your guild, you click right here, you click view, and it will show all of the people that have submitted a request to join your guild, alright? Now, my guild is already full, as I said, so if you try to submit a request, I believe it's going to tell you, hey, this guild is full. Sorry, can't submit your request, or something along those lines, alright? And that's pretty much what you're going to be doing in the guild hall, alright? This area is pretty much reserved for the guild master and any vice guild masters if you choose to promote someone, alright? Next thing we got, plain and simple, is the Guild Exchange Hall, alright? It works very similar to the Exchange Hall in Imperial Capital Randall, except instead of using merit points, here you must use contribution points, alright? I will explain what those are and how you get them later, alright? In the meantime, you can see your contribution points up here. I currently have 1,440 of them, okay? So you'll notice here, you can get units using contribution points, alright? It's quite a bit of freaking points, honestly, for these global exclusive units that were in the Fire Arena, Earth Arena, Thunder Arena, stuff like that. We still have yet to see a Light and Dark Arena. I don't know if we ever, it will, honestly, but if we do, that'd be great. Alright, so you can get all of these wonderful prizes here if you can save up enough contribution points and then go ahead and spend them here, alright? I know I will be definitely spending quite a few points here myself, but it does take some time to gather up contribution points. I am not sure of the max amount that you can hold at the moment, but if I had to guess, I would say 100,000, alright? So here in the other category, we have all of this stuff, alright? I'm not really exactly sure what it's for yet. I'm going to think it's crafting materials for something, alright? It's going to be my guess. And last but not least, we have the 2 new global exclusive spheres here, alright? I don't know how the heck you say this word, Jover's Heart and Den's Edge, okay? So it's going to take 4,000 contribution points each sphere, okay? But these are global exclusive spheres, which are upgradable, right? When you buy them, you will get them in the base form. I believe you are able to upgrade each sphere 2 more times to its max evolution, and then that sphere is pretty much maxed out and ready to be slapped on a unit for use, okay? And that's pretty much the deal with the Guild Exchange Hall. Now, where most of the members are going to be spending their time in here is going to be down here in the Guild Research Center. Now, let me break down to you guys how this works, alright? First of all, you got your CP ranking, alright? Let's just make this quick and brief. When you contribute to the Zell and Karma count every armor, which I'll explain every few hours rather, it's going to show here in the contribution ranking, okay? So you are able to see what everyone here is doing. So this is good stuff, okay? It'll let you know what's going on in the group, who's doing the most contributions, who's kicking the most butt, stuff like that. So thankfully I got some pretty decent members here who are helping out. Now, here's where guild skills come into play. You see here first we got Zell boost, alright? Now, you must upgrade it to unlock it. And at the first level here, when you unlock it, it's going to increase the Zell drop rate by 5%. The requirement to unlock it, your guild, your entire overall guild must donate a total of 4.5 million Zell and 1.5 million Karma in order to be able to unlock this Zell boost. Alright, so in order to upgrade it, you just hit upgrade here. and me and my team are pretty much on top of it. We're doing pretty good right now. So as a group, we have already reached the karma requirement. Okay, we've already, as a group, as a guild, donated 1.5 million karma. So that's done. You can't donate anymore. All right. As a group, we are just about at the Zelle requirement. All right, we got 3.915 million Zelle contributed. We got to get up to 4.5 in order to finish it off, which will probably be within the next time of the limit timer reset. All right. Now, if you look down here in the bottom left here, there is a restriction on how much you can donate at any given time. Okay, you see here, you got, besides the Zelle sign here, 75,000. Basically what that means, you as only one member of your guild can only contribute 75,000 to the Zelle contribution. All right, after you reach that 75,000 restriction, you have two choices. You can either A, wait for the 4-hour limit timer to expire. Okay, once this timer reaches 0, both of these bars reset back to 0, and you are able to contribute Zelle and karma again. Okay, or plan B, you can use a gem and it will automatically empty out both of these gauges back down to 0, so you can contribute more to the Zelle and the karma. Okay, those are pretty much your only two options. Keep in mind, if you decide to reset the limit by using a gem, it will not reset the limit timer. Okay, you're not going to use a gem and this is going to jump back up to 4 hours. That's not the way it works. You will use a gem, it will instantly clear out your Zelle and karma bars down here. This timer will remain where it's at and continue counting down, and you will be able to contribute Zelle and karma again. Okay, same for the karma. All right, karma, you can only donate 25,000 every 4 hours. Then you can either A, wait for the 4-hour limit timer to go away, or B, use a gem, empty out that gauge, and continue to donate karma. All right, once you reach this requirement, you will unlock this. All right, so my entire guild, once we finish up this Zelle bar here, will get a 5% increase to Zelle drop rate. All right, good stuff, great stuff. All right, here is the requirement. It gives it to you in increments of 15,000 Zelle. Now you can only do 75,000 before you have to use a gem or wait for the timer. So after you click this 5 times, you're maxed out. 75,000 has been reached. Okay, now every time you click this and contribute 15,000 Zelle to this overall total, you will get 5 contribution points. It tells you right here. All right, same with karma. Every time you donate 5,000 karma, you get 5 contribution points. All right, which goes to your total in the upper right of the screen here. Every now and again when you contribute, you see how this golden yellow block is grayed out? Every now and again while you're contributing, this will light up. All right, and basically what will be in here is either 15, I've seen 15,000 Zelle, I've seen a gem so far. Okay, and then it will tell you how many contribution points you will earn for clicking that and donating that amount. All right, and usually over here up under your total, it'll show like a bonus contribution multipliers. I believe one time I saw when this was 1 gem, it had a 15 times multiplier. All right, so you would donate 15 times 15,000 Zelle for a huge contribution toward this amount. All right, and it will definitely give you a nice amount of contribution points in return to your total up here as well. All right, it will always show your amount of Zelle and your amount of karma down here in the bottom right. And that is basically how the guild skills work. All right, I do believe I touched on everything. So that's the Zelle boost. All right, another thing you have in here, you have the karma boost. All right, once we reach the requirements for this, it's going to increase our karma drop rate by 5%. All right, now the more important one is the experience point boost. All right, it's going to increase our experience rate by 5% once we meet the requirement. All right, the initial requirement is that you got to get your guild level to 10. All right, right now we are at guild level 3, right on the brink of guild level 4. I mean, we're just right there ready to level up to guild level 4. So not quite there yet, but we will be there shortly. All right, got to get up to guild level 10 though, and then you will unlock this, and we can start contributing Zelle and karma to that in order to boost that up. All right, very important though. This is going to be your creme de la creme right here, guys. All right, the Zelle and karma boost is nice, But this is where it's going to be at, the experience boost. This is why people are going to want to grind and join your guild and so on and so forth, all right? So, I believe that's pretty much everything about guilds at the moment, guys, all right? Once again, nothing with guild ranking, nothing with guild events. If you want to know anything like that, you got a little help explanation box up here. All right, it'll tell you what guild ranking is all about, and you can go down to guild events, and it'll tell you what guild events are all about. All right, now they're not in the game right now, so unfortunately, nothing you can do. There's no events to do. There's no ranking going on, so there's nothing we can do about that at the time. The help box will give you a little bit of the description of what to expect, and that is pretty much it, guys. All right, so I'm super stoked for this feature. Hopefully, you get some good members in your guild, heavy contributors. All right, I will let you guys know right up front, me and my crew are trying to grind this out. All right, we are planning to expand our guild to 50 members at a pretty nice rate. All right, hopefully very quickly, and then be adding more members. Now, I will tell you guys, for those of you who do watch my videos, if you have not joined my Facebook group yet, I highly recommend you do so. I will only be accepting members into my guild from my Facebook group, okay? So if you are not a part of that, unfortunately, you don't meet the criterion, okay? So the link is always down in the description for the Facebook group. Please request to join. And if you are an elite player and I have slots available, I will most definitely be sending you a request or requesting you to join the guild, so we can keep grinding, keep trying to open up more member slots, keep trying to upgrade those Zell Karma and EXP bonuses, baby. That's what it's all about. But it takes teamwork, and it takes everybody helping out. All right, that's what the guild is all about. It's teamwork. We all got to work together in order to keep the guild running, get the level up, and all of that fantastic stuff. All right, so I think I covered everything, guys. Any questions, any comments, go ahead and leave them down below. I'll do my best to address them, hopefully in a timely manner. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So I hope this video was helpful. Hope the video was informative. If you liked it, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And last but not least, if you still haven't already, please join the Facebook group, guys. All right, we got multiple guilds going on out of the Facebook group. A lot of my heavy hardcore players, my men's making guilds. We going in, baby, Bravehearts. So think that's pretty much it, guys. All right, so thanks for staying tuned. Thanks for checking it out, and I will catch you guys in the next Brave Frontier video. All right, peace out.